Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Oh, do you have things to say? Yeah? Okay. I'm really excited today because I'm doing a new kind of video for me. I had all of this footage from April and the beginning of May that I really love, but I didn't really have enough of it and a coherent kind of story to it all. And I didn't want to just throw it away, so I was like, oh, why don't I do a favorites video? Just things that I've been loving recently and doing recently and things that have just been bringing me a lot of joy. So I made a list of all of my favorite things right now, and we're going to go through all of them. Also, if you hear beeping in the background, Barry is my DP today, and he is currently on the window, and he will be flying back and forth, making sure he's getting all of the angles. Let's start with the most simple thing, but the most exciting thing in my opinion, which is all of the flowers that are popping up around LA right now. They are absolutely gorgeous. Like everywhere you look, there is some kind of new and different colorful flower that's catching your attention, and I am absolutely obsessed. Like honestly, just my favorite part of springtime is just how beautiful the outside world gets. And also on the topic of flowers, whoever is doing the Whole Foods decor nowadays is so good and should get a million gold stars and a raise for doing their job, because I don't know if this is around the country, but all of a sudden all of the LA Whole Foods have these beautiful displays in the front. Like one has these umbrellas and all these flowers hanging down, and the other has all these like purple flowers hanging down and these little fairy lights, and you just walk in and you feel like you're in this like magical land. I really hope they keep doing it and do like different seasonal decorations, because I think that's just such a like a beautiful thing to make something mundane like a grocery store into something so beautiful and seasonal. I feel like this spring I have entered my sporty era. It has been such a long time since I have had something athletic to really commit myself to and sink my teeth into. I started finding that last year with climbing, which has definitely been one of my favorite things this spring to do, especially because I've been climbing weekly with one of my friends. She took over for Nick while he's been healing from his injury, and it has just been so much fun to climb with her. It's kind of our like girl gossip time, so we both really look forward to it every week. It's been a lot of fun because she's at a similar level to me, so we're both able to sit with each other and kind of reason out problems and watch each other climb and be like, oh, you did that move, oh, I should do that next time, and like, oh, can you help me with this? And it just feels like a very symbiotic relationship while we're climbing. And that's definitely been a highlight of my week this spring. And then on the other side, I have picked up ballet this year as my very like intense perfectionist sport. And boy, oh boy, have we hopped on the bandwagon. I was only doing one class a week at the beginning of the year, and now I'm up to 3. I am absolutely in love with it. I love the teachers, I love the people in the class. It feels like such a communal thing that we're all doing together. I did record a class, and that will be coming in one of my next videos, and I'm really excited to share that. I couldn't do a favorites list without talking about what I'm reading and or watching. I've been watching a lot of TV, so much so that every single time we go to sit down to eat dinner, we have to talk about like, okay, like what episode of what show were we watching? We started watching The Studio, which I was kind of reluctant to do because I don't love Seth Rogen, but it turned out to be one of the best TV shows personally I think of the entire year. It is so funny, it's so poignant. If you love movies, get real celebrities to play themselves in the show, so it becomes very meta and it's filmed beautifully, and I could just like gush on and on and on about this show because I think it's so perfect. Also started watching John Hamm's show Friends and Neighbors, or Your Friends and Neighbors, it's something like that, something Friends and Neighbors, and it started off strong, and then they created like 9 different plot threads and I don't think they could decide which one they wanted to do, so they just did all of them. And it was just not that compelling for me, which is sad because I love John Hamm. So that was kind of our throwaway show of the month. I, on my own, watched Etoile on Amazon, which, again, as a new ballerina, I was so excited to watch, like, a show about ballet at the same time I start ballet. Like, that's my dream. That's exactly what I want to be watching. And I also thought that fell just like a little flat. There were some really funny moments because it's the same writers that did The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and their like timing is just so good with jokes. But the plot line was kind of like not what I wanted it to be. But I appreciated it for what it was, and all of the dancing was really beautiful. I think I would watch a second season. I'm not really sure yet. We'll see if they even renew it. And then also on my own, I have been watching The Last of Us, and I have only watched 2 episodes of this season, and if you're watching it, you probably know why. And I'm super reluctant to keep watching it, and I don't know how I feel about it anymore. I feel like my heart has been shattered in the palms of my hands, and I don't really know if I can continue to commit to that. So we'll see if I keep going with it. And actually the footage that I inserted was us watching the season finale of White Lotus, which was fantastic. Like, I know that everyone on the internet is absolutely obsessed with that show, and I think it's for the right reasons. Also, fun fact, we ate out at a cafe last week and we saw Mike White sitting outside. As for what I'm reading, I just finished John Green's book, Everything is Tuberculosis. I'm not usually a nonfiction girl, but John Green is the only author on the planet that would get me to willingly read about real life things, and I'm really glad that I did. It was a super poignant book, especially as somebody going into healthcare, and I'm also taking a public health class right now, so I was reading about a lot of things that I'm actively learning about in class, so it was cool to kind of like make the connections between the two. I mean, John Green is really just a master storyteller, and he really compels you to care about things that you never thought you would care about. It's just really inspiring, and I think I walked away from this book really feeling like I want to care deeply about the things that I'm interested in, and that no interest is ever too niche or too crazy, because you can change people's lives with how much you care about the things that you love, which is why I'm doing this video. I saved the best for last, and I can now truly, deeply, and firmly state that I am a Pokemon girl. And it was a slow build up to this point. We started with the TCG Pocket game. We started just by ripping open packs. It was fun, it was cool, we were having a good time. And then I was like, oh, I'll buy one card, and you know, just the cute one to display it. Oh, now I'm gonna buy a pack. Oh, now I'm gonna buy a whole deck. And now we are here building a second deck. I was never into Pokemon as a kid, and Nick is really the one who got me into it, and I absolutely love it. I mean, who wouldn't? They're like cute little creatures that you get to play a game with and look at and stare at and collect and just be overjoyed with and wish it was real in every given moment of your life. I mean, everyone wants that. We did actually start playing the actual game. We bought decks and have kind of like built them out and like tweaked them a little bit. I've lost a lot of matches, but I'm slowly getting better with the first deck that I built. It was a Charizard deck. It's Charizard, Pidgeot, and like the Pidgeotto evolutions, and I got Terapagos, I got Pheasantipity. It feels like a collectible thing but also a game at the same time, so we kind of have 2 different objectives going on. I personally think that opening a pack of trading cards is like the peak moment of life, and I've been giving myself an allowance of 2 packs a month. That might change. That is it for today's video. I really enjoyed making this, and I think I might have to start doing this every month with some of my new favorites. So let me know what you think and what some of your favorite things are right now, and I will see you again next week.